Right, so guess what's going on? My name is Ben and welcome to another vlog. So I decided I'm going to do a proper vlog today. I've got some new lenses, so we're going to try them out. We're going to put them on this camera because hopefully they fit.
But before we get into that, please can you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to be notified every time I upload. We're trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of March.
Okay, so we're going to open this one first. This one is a vintage lens. So, that ain't a, whatever the frick it is. That's one. I get that they want to keep it secure and whatnot, but you know what, I want to go get some scissors. I can't even be bothered. Fuck me, I can't even get that with scissors. That was the most awkward. At least hopefully that one. Oh, that feels really nice. Oh, I thought this had a back mount. Okay, so this is one of the lenses, and it has a Canon mount on it, so that's good. Oh god, what have I done here? Right, so that's the aperture, and that's the focus. That's quite nice, that. That's a 2.8 aperture one. That's also a, so this one were a little bit more expensive. 40 quid. Oh. Okay, so that is both of the lenses unboxed. This one should be nicer in theory because it's a 2.8, but this one, I don't know, this one's got a really horrible focus, but then, again, this come out in 1987. This one was probably even before that, so yeah, let's try this one first. This is the 2.8 35mm. Okay, so this is the 35mm 2.8. I don't know, it's not the sharpest lens, but then again it is a cinema lens. It's not designed for Canon cameras. It's an M42 mount with it, and it's got a little Canon adapter on it, so the fact it works at all is good enough for me. Also, it doesn't have any sort of focus, and it also doesn't tell me the proper details on here. On the screen, it tells me that it is a 50mm at f1.4, which, you know, I could tell you for a fact is a lie, because it's 2.8. And I quite like it, it's actually got a proper aperture ring. But, yeah, the focus is smooth, but the aperture is in clicks, but that's fine. Okay, so this is the 35 to 70mm lens. The first thing I don't like right off the bat is that the focus isn't smooth. Oh, so now I do it, it is. But typically, when I've just tried it, it's not easy necessarily. Now, I don't know if you heard that, but that was some loud autofocus. That's fine, because I don't use autofocus, because this camera itself does not autofocus during video. Well, it does, but it's not continuous. I actually physically have to hold it. And also I have to be quite far away, which is fine because it's 35mm, so that is what I expected. Now, at 70mm, this is where you should be doing portraits. So, yeah. I think, right off the bat, I prefer this one, just because of how, I don't know, I don't know what it is about it that I prefer, whether it's the fact it's actually got a physical aperture. So I don't know whether it's the fact it's actually got a physical aperture or, you know. the only annoying thing is that this doesn't have any sort of back end, which is fine, which is why I think I'm going to leave it on the camera, just so. Also, the autofocus on this isn't very precise. So I think this one's the one that I'm going to leave on my camera. I think I could do with cleaning the elements of it, to be fair. It's a little bit dirty. Well, they are both really old lenses. This one's not in the greatest of condition, like there is marks on it and stuff, but physically, this is not a Canon mount. This is the Canon mount, usually. Okay, so I'm back on the 35mm 2.8, just because I think it looks so much nicer. Now, I don't know what I'm actually going to use these lenses for, because for video, they're not the greatest, because I'd have to be really far back. So if we try, okay Google, turn on all the lights. So, I don't know, this is the sort of look I'd be getting if I did one of my normal videos with it. Now, obviously, this isn't set up the way it would be set up, but, you know. And I can't focus anywhere past like 50mm or something. I don't know. The only one thing I don't like about this is that it doesn't give me any of the accurate information on the screen. But these lenses are more for photography anyway, which is the whole purpose as to why I bought them. Just because my photos that I've been taking aren't awfully good, so try and step up my photography game. This, like I say, this lens come out in 1987, I think it was. So, yeah. And this one that I'm using right now would have been a lot before that. This was one of the original Canon EF mount lenses. So, when they first introduced the EF mount, this was one of the first lenses that they brought out with it. So, I don't know why it's 40 quid now to buy, still. But, yeah. Let's switch back to the 10-18 Renault. I think that's pretty mental. We've gone from 35mm to 10mm. Now, obviously, that's not including the centre crop. But I don't know, there's something about it that I just think is really nice. I just really like this and the whole mechanism like that. But then again, with a lens like this, let's try this. You don't hear the focus motor, whereas with this, it doesn't even have autofocus for one thing. And this one, it's like, and this one doesn't come with a back end, so I don't know how I'm going to protect this rear element, but the front's protected. And it's just a shame that it doesn't, well, it does, but not very well, like. Yeah, well, apparently this has auto something or other, but I don't know what. So let me know if you want to see a comprehensive review of these. This was just like my first impressions. And the reason I decided to do this on this channel was just because it's something to do, and I'm using my camera, and it should be interesting. If you're not interested in cameras, then this was probably the worst vlog ever. If you are interested in camera, it was still probably pretty poo. I'm going to have to learn about all these things here. And the main reason I bought these lenses is because I want to up my photography game. And also, I was going to buy a rig, but I didn't have enough. Because when I was gonna buy a rig with like and it has a follow focus thing on it, but these lenses don't allow you to put like a follow focus on. To be honest, I doubt these will, but it should be able to go into the grooves of this, and I'd assume it'll be able to go in the grooves of this. But yeah, that's just for when I do my short film later this year. Well, in the next couple of months. So if you want to see behind the scenes of me doing a new short film that I'm working on, let me know and I'll try and do some of them. And yeah, so thanks for watching. I'm Ben, and I've got new lenses now.